Hey, it's your girl Gladys. I was just a passenger on the Hindenburg, and it sucked. I can't mince words. First, a little backstory. I had just spent the last 4 weeks in Hamburg, Germany, hanging out with a German rugby team. And let me tell you, I like to have fun, and I was having a lot of fun. These boys had thick thighs and thick butts and thick... so it was cool. I was having a great time. And just a few days ago, one of them came up to me and they said, "Hey, Gladys, we have a rugby match coming up in Lakehurst, New Jersey." And I was like, "Where?" And they said, New Jersey, like the United States, where you're from. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, America. I need to go back there eventually." And they were like, "Well, do you want to come with us back to the States?" And I was like, "Well, how are we getting there? Because don't say boat, because I did the Titanic and hard pass, not doing that again." So they said, "No, we're going to go back to America in a Zeppelin." And I was like, "Okay, I mean, I prefer jazz, but okay." So here I am on this big flying balloon doohickey thing. And I have to say, initially it was fun. I was having hors d'oeuvres and drinking champagne and talking to cute guys, which I love to do. And I was talking to this one particular cute guy, and we were flirting. And he was cute, but he started to look like weird. I was like, "Why does he look weird?" And I was like, "Oh, he's on fire. He's on fire." And then I was like, "Ow, I am also on fire." I was like, uh-oh. And then the German captain who steered the big balloon Zeppelin-y thing, he comes running into the main room and he shouts, "Holy schnitzels, let's get the out of here." And he said it in English, which was weird. But I was like, "You don't have to tell me twice." So I found myself on this uncomfortably long line of people, and we're all on fire. Everyone in line is on fire, and it totally blows. This teenage girl who was standing in front of me, she turned around and she said, "I don't think we're supposed to be on fire. I'm going to complain to the concierge." And I said, "Well, the concierge, he's over there," and he melted. He melted, so he's a pile of goo, so knock yourself out, sister. Yeah. And then the boy I was just flirting with, he taps me on the shoulder and he says, "Hey, Gladys, can I cut in front of you in line? I'm on fire." And I was like, I'm also on fire, and everyone in the line is on fire, so no. And now I'm not going to you. So get in the back of the line, mister. I was so mad. I was so mad. Anyway, I'm in line, and I'm in this line for like either 3 seconds or 3 hours, but eventually it comes my turn to jump out of the little hole in the side of the little flying balloon Zeppelin doohickey thing. I look out the hole, and we're still like 1,000,000 feet in the air, 1,000 feet in the air. We were many feet in the air. And I was like, "Oh, I'm a dead lady. I'm not going to make it. Okay, goodbye, Gladys. I'm not going to make it." So I cross my fingers, and I jump out anyway. I leapt out. I swan dive. I was diving like a swan. And I landed first in an above-ground pool full of dolphins. And I was like, okay. So I pop my head out of the water, and I'm alive, which was awesome. I like to be alive. And this dolphin is right next to me, and this dolphin goes click, 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 squeak, 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 click, click, click. And I was like, "I can't understand you." So he speaks to me with telepathy, and he says, "Do you have any fish?" And I was like, "How or why would I have any fish? Don't be a dumb dolphin." I was like, "You're so stupid, dolphin. What? Fish? No." So I get out of the water, and I'm happy to be alive, but then I come across this man with a microphone, and he's screaming, "Oh, the humanity! Oh, the humanity! The humanity!" So I smack him. And I smacked him again. And I said, "Stop being a pussy." Okay, first, stop being a pussy. And second, help me find German guys who didn't have their dick burned off. Okay? Thanks. Lucky me, I found a few guys who didn't have their dick burned off, so the party continues. But I have to say, my review of the Hindenburg, -1,000,000 stars, would not recommend. I'm not doing that again. It was bad. A lot of people died. So anyway, this is your girl Gladys, signing off until I see you next time. Love you, and bye.